Honourable Member Strathmore Brooks, followed by Calgary-Bow.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Alberta Law Enforcement Response Team, or ALERT, are busy in the City of Brooks and across the province in efforts to cooperate and share information, which helps to bring cases against criminals across all boundaries of Alberta. In our community, ALERT has been responsible for a serious reduction in crime through their targeted attack on drug trafficking rings. Just this January, ALERT, alongside the Brooks RCMP, took over $50,000 of drugs off the street. To the Associate Minister of Public Safety, why is this ministry cutting funding to a made-in-Alberta solution to an ever-evolving gang and organized crime problem?
Honourable Minister, Agriculture, Food and Rural.
Obviously, I'm not in a position to provide a detailed answer to this question, but I will say, Mr. Speaker, that we are proud of our record when it comes to crime reduction, and this is a great example of a success, as the member points out, and we will continue to support those kinds of programs. But in terms of the detail of this question, I can't answer for him right now. I can take it under advisement.
First supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for your support, but given that the Minister of Justice has instructed the Joint Chiefs and ALERT's management team to find 20% in the budget to cut, and given that this minister has now hired a consultant to produce an efficiency study, can the Associate Minister of Public Safety tell us why they are looking into cutting a program which promotes seamless collaboration between all law enforcement agencies and the RCMP?
Honourable Associate Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I can tell you is that our law enforcement on the front line are very valuable to Albertans, and we've made a commitment in this province to make sure that we protect Albertans, but at the same time find efficiencies, Mr. Speaker. I'd be happy to sit down with this member and go through in a detailed way exactly what's happening on this particular file. It's an important one. We need to make sure that Albertans are safe. We'll continue to do that. That's what our government is here to do. We're going to do it with Albertans, for Albertans, and by Albertans, Mr. Speaker. What I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, our frontline staff are capable, and we'll take any recommendation, and I'll take the recommendations of this honourable member.
Thank you. Final supplemental.
Thank you. I'd urge the Associate Minister to listen to the frontline staff. That's who's calling me. Given that Alberta law enforcement response teams have seized more than $500 million worth of drugs from Alberta streets since being formed in the province in 2006 to tackle organized crime, will the Associate Minister commit today that no funding will be cut from ALERT, which would ultimately affect the boots on the ground and put Albertans' safety at risk?
Honourable Associate Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, again, what I can tell you is our frontline staff are very valuable, and they'll continue to be, Mr. Speaker, but also there are administrative people within the Ministry of Justice and in my department, Mr. Speaker, that look at every aspect of how we protect Albertans. Mr. Speaker, it's about finding efficiencies, it's finding new ways to do things. Mr. Speaker, we're building a province where 100,000 people are coming here every day. Mr. Speaker, this government is committed to being nimble and making sure that our communities are safe, and Mr. Speaker will be happy to sit down with this member and talk to the frontline staff he's talking about.
Thank you. The Honourable Member